Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Elegant Creatures. So I like the way that the tweet sounded. It's the same show. It's a different game and it's a different time. Hey, it's a little bit earlier, which I'm sure our East Coasters are pretty happy about. Hi, I'm old now, so that just it kind of needed to happen. It's a school night.
It is a
Okay.
school night. It is. Look, we're adults. We have 401ks we need to add to.
I have a big boy job
We have
that makes me
adult
get up at
jobs.
like 4:35 in the morning.
Wait,
It
you guys are getting
happens.
paid?
Yeah, surprisingly, I don't know why.
I honestly don't know why they keep paying me.
Why they keep
Like,
paying me.
yeah. But anyway, we appreciate you coming and hanging out with us a little bit earlier, but hey, you can all get to bed earlier too. It is very obviously Detective Juliet O'Hara's bedtime. I'm sure she will be joining us here and there. We'll come to the cast shortly. Just a few housekeeping announcements. Hi, Detective. Our next stream will be tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock Eastern for our Good Society game of Neon Gods. Val co-facilitates that, so I'll let them talk about that in a moment, but definitely come join us. And this weekend is premiere weekend. Lots of fun stuff coming up, so I'll let the people that run those shindigs talk about them. So yeah, let's go around, have these illustrious casts introduce themselves, tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and who you are playing this evening. And I believe we start with Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at the Crown's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. I'm one baseball cap away from looking like Captain America undercover. I am here Thursdays through Mondays playing and running games. You can find me, like Sid said, on Fridays at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Where I co-run Beyond Gods, which is based on the graphic novel series Week in the Divine. Everybody plays a different god reincarnated in the modern day. It's lots of family drama. And yeah, I mean, it's lots of family drama is mostly what it is. So come join us for that. It's basically like if everyone in Full House was a member of a different pantheon, and a lot from the same pantheon. So you can also find me on, don't think about it too much. You can find me on, the OC. How about that? I went more comedy, go more drama.
We're not that wholesome. It was just that was my only thing about it. I was like, are we that wholesome?
Yeah, it was
really?
supposed to be the family stuff, so that was my first pull when I thought about a TV show about a family.
I feel you. I get it.
But OC works too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. On Saturday this week, we are going to be premiering the start of a brand new show called Ward 47 in the Saturday Nights property. We are going to be playing Parcelings, which is a deck building word-based RPG where all of the major characters are hosts to ink-like parasites that give them word powers, and they're fighting against the corporatocracy that has sort of kind of lorded over them. I'm trying to think of a more simple, but that basically gives you the gist of it. It's a little bit cyberpunk, a little bit magical. It should be a lot of fun. That'll be 5 o'clock on Saturday. So
we have parasites and we want to kill capitalism.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
So we're just ourselves. Wait, I thought we were ourselves last weekend. I'm confused.
Pretty much. But yeah, that's me. And tonight I will be playing Leah, who is...
What's your new playbook?
Who is the Flake. Surprising no one.
Love it. Thank you, Val. Next up is Savvy.
Hi, I'm Savvy. You can find me at Savvy Seaworth, mostly on Twitter, where my streaming schedule is pinned to the top of my page. I am also here Thursdays through Mondays. Please don't bite my arm. Either playing games. There's a kitten in my lap.
No, that was
Trying-
collectively to the internet.
Please
Do not
don't bite my
bite
arm.
Savvy's arm.
I don't
They
like
do not
it.
consent.
She's trying real hard to stay awake. Either playing in games or running them. I run 2 games on this channel: Blades in the Dark on Sunday afternoons and Dungeons and Dragons on Monday nights. I'll also be in the Ward 47 premiere and a bunch of other stuff. And then on Sunday nights, you can find me on twitch.tv/lbhackemup playing Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight, I am playing Juno Dalton, who is the monstrous.
I believe Alex is up. Yeah, Alex is up.
Yes,
I know.
hello.
I know the order. I absolutely know the order, and didn't have to look at the Twitch stream at all.
Hi, I'm Alex, OMG It's Some Guy on the Internets, mostly here on this channel, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays I'm either running our Masks game, Squire Squad, or, as we just had a new episode this past week, Escape Velocity, our Stars Without Number game. LB's character now has a giant metal sun, so that's an exciting development.
SUNSON.
SON.
Okay.
His name is Pleasant, and he is a telekinetic weapons drone android thing. So lots of fun stuff there. And then also Sunday evenings on LB's channel and the shenanigans afoot there. But in this game, I am playing Max Dalton, who is now an action scientist.
God damn it. That's one of my favorite playbooks. I really fucking love it. Thank you, Alex. Next up is RG.
And unmute myself there. Hi, everybody. My name is RJ, and you can catch me at rjustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. Catch me over at the Indoor Adventures on Mondays and Sundays. Mondays for our 5e homebrew campaign, and Sundays for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. It's wild. We're gonna go fight some kobolds who have their souls floating around them. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce their names. I'm not even going to attempt to try. Of course, here on Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays for Elegant Creatures, but we'll talk about that soon. Saturdays for Ward 47, where I play a boy that has been raised by wolves. Quite literally, in fact. He's also an idiot. Other than that, resuming Sunday, August 7th, over at the Hype Goblin, early in the morning, 10 a.m. EST. We're resuming our Nexus Adventures, which is a D&D 5e homebrew campaign, where I'm interrogating a police officer. ACAB. Today I'm playing Gus, and his new playbook is The Chosen.
Yeah. And last but not least, well, I'm just realizing you're wearing my birthday t-shirt. Yay!
I just realized, yes, I am wearing a birthday shirt. I love the shirt.
And a tease.
Yes.
Nice fucking
Yeah,
titties.
nice fucking
Uh,
titties, something like that.
Last but not least is Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary sign best friend on the internet. Excuse me. You can find me at WALLE132, just like the cute little Disney robot, talking about my brain stuff and all the stuff that I'm in. You can find me every Monday over at Infinite Art Play playing some Frames of Freedom. We are running down to the last couple of episodes,
Two more
more
left.
episodes, like finale.
More.
That's it, you know. So come check it out. It's good stuff. After that, I have some other games I'm going to be in. They just haven't been announced yet, so it's like I'm sitting on this stuff and I can't talk about it, and it's terrible. What I can talk about is that coming soon to Black Girl Mage is the Strix is going to be an all black POC Strixhaven TTRPG game. We already recorded several of the episodes. The first episodes will be coming out soon. Come check it out; it'll be fantastic. Also, I get to talk about this now. If you are going to be at FlameCon this coming, not next week, not this weekend, but next couple weeks, over August 20th over at FlameCom, you can come see me because I am going to be doing my first ever panel. I'm going to be talking about queer-coded villains in horror. So yeah, come check it out. It's going to be great. I cannot wait. I am very nervous.
That's so exciting.
But yeah, that's where you can find me at places, stuff. Yeah. Oh, today, who am I playing? I am playing Sandalphon, who is new playbook is The Crooked.
Yeah.
It's like, once again, surprising no one like Val.
Surprising, absolutely no one. And I will be your Fae-cilitator this evening. I'm sticking with that. Like, I could be your monster ceremonies. I could be your keeper of monsters and mysteries. No, I'm keeping Fae-cilitator because I just like it.
Right.
And she said you can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. I'm here several nights a week, and on a couple other places that have been mentioned at this point. So we'll just move on. If you noticed, our players went around and named some new things that they're playing because we're playing Monster of the Week, bitches! Very, very excited to cross on over. This is the system I think will best support the story we're trying to tell. So we're very excited to make this move. But before we do so, I think we should jump into a recap, shall we? As always, our resident keeper of lore, all things lore, Alex, would you care to recap for us what happened last time on Elegant Creatures?
Yes, though given that last time when I just read my notes that was 2,600 words, this time it's 4,700 words. I'm gonna try and do some editorializing here and there.
We trust you.
So we started off back at the hotel bar. Juno shared with Leah how she just gotten a call from Zara, the Corvid Fae that had helped them out of the Feywild previously, calling in her favor to get Juno to get her Jeff. I'm wondering what they can do about that. Maybe they should try calling Mia, see what she knows about any of that. But then Leah texted Sandy to find out if he was cool with Juno going to the bar and hanging out with the boys. This part I will read verbatim because it's mostly the text conversation as is. Yo, Puss in Boots, got a question for you. At this point in time, Sandy and Gus are making their way to where Sandy's goblin contact is in the Bluffs, which is a bunch of old buildings, factories, and such that people have converted into mechanic areas. Sandy replies with the cat face emoji question mark. Leah spends a while trying to type up a message, many ellipses, and eventually, you mind if Juno bangs magic? Sandy replies back, once in a lifetime opportunity? Right? Why not? That's what I'm telling her, but she's all up in her head because y'all got a thing now and Warriors are exclusive, so I told her I'd ask you. Sandy replied with a gif of a cat nodding, and then out of nowhere called Juno. And that was obviously the climax of the episode. Juno understandably got very anxious about that, but Leah assured her. Of course, the call started off awkwardly, but Sandy told Juno to go have fun at the bar. Sandy offers reassurances that he enjoys spending time around Juno and that that's not going to change if Juno decides to have some fun tonight. And did suggest that if she does bang any of them to please bang Ares, who is the buff bunny demon himbo. After they hung up, Sandy had his own freak out that Gus got to witness, realizing, oh gods, I like her. At one point, he transformed into a cat and jumped into a brown paper bag to, I guess, get fully immersed in that thing people do to breathe into a bag. What happened next? Back at the hotel, the girls head over to the bar and get started with the drinking. The shenanigans at the bar. Ares turns into a bunny and gets yelled at by Dee to change back because they're out in public. And Juan tries to be all secretive and mysterious, but ultimately confesses that they like to go paintballing in all the various cities they're in. And Juno offers up their backyard, saying there's apparently a lot of not junk, but stuff that could make for a good paintballing course. What the heck happened to my notes? Please hold. Apparently, Ares and Juan can't ever be on the same paintball team because they both are cheaters. Dirty, dirty cheaters.
I object.
Ares
Neither of
turns
them said
into a
that.
bunny and will zip around as a bunny, and Juan has his thing where you can just almost teleport.
Natural talents.
Yes, but they typically go paintballing on the last night of every city that they stop in, and so yeah, they decide after making tentative plans to go paintballing that it's time to get with the drinking. And so they do a bunch of shots. So Ares doesn't drink and just has cranberry juice. And Juan is essentially double fisting drinks and a solo cup of blood because vampire. During all this, I was going over details of the security situation with Judd. And on my way back to the cycle pump to pick up my truck, I call up Pam to see if she's still available to help out with the plan, and we will catch up over drinks back at the club, telling her that she should get us a private booth if possible. Gus and Sandy go to meet Chubbawamba, the goblin, who is the mechanic that they are seeking out.
I was so bad at
There's
those names.
There is some
Fucking forgot that
blasphemy
name.
against Piano Man, which I will not repeat here. Let's see. They talked a little bit more about how Juno is and how that whole relationship is going. And Gus also hops on board with the, hey, if you break her heart, I'm going to be there to help, break your limbs and stuff. But Gus also threatened to rip Sandy's soul from his body. Not sure if he could do it, but Sandy thinks he could. Let's see. They get to the garage. It looks like it's closed, but the door is open, so they let themselves in. Sandy calls out for Chubba, who, as previously mentioned, is a goblin who runs this garage. There's some light to moderate threatening, and eventually Chubba starts spilling the beans about the Harbingers, who are the group that is looking for Jeff, that Jeff has gotten in their bad graces. And they find out that Chubba does often service their vehicles, but that's it. He doesn't know anything else about their plans. He does know that Zara is apparently their leader and organizer, and given that a lot of transit these days is aerial, it makes sense that she can fly, and so that's how she does a lot of her stuff. And so most of the car stuff is just for the street racing, which he doesn't know specifics, but he thinks there's going to be a race in a couple of days. Let's see, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, and he reveals that one of the cars in the shop at the moment is, in fact, what we assume to be Zara's very fancy, very nice car. At the hotel bar, there's been lots of drinking, and they suddenly remember that they meant to get Jeff to join them for drinking so that they could pump him for information. And they just they tell the boys that hey, we should go prank him so that they can get him in on this. They all head up to the secret 13th floor that is only available to supernatural folks. And they don't actually know for sure which room Jeff is in, so they have to find that out from their security. And once up there, because they don't want to wake him up, Juan goes into mist mode as a vampire and vanishes under the door. Once in, they get some shaving cream and try to tickle Jeff's nose, but somehow in this process, Leah ends up on the bed and being spooned by Jeff somehow. Everyone's drunk. Who knows how things happen at that point. This Jeff does eventually wake up, is annoyed, but agrees to join in for the drinks. Meanwhile, at the Psycho Pump, I arrive and find that Molly has set up Pam in a booth with the whole, private VIP perimeter like they did for when Magic was there. And so, obviously, us old fogies are a little weird about that, but I get some drinks and I start explaining what's going on. And I mentioned that I have some weapons stashed in my arm, including Gus's dagger. And she points out that there's some kind of indentation in it that looks like it could fit the locket that we got from John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. And so we head back to my garage, to my workshop, to do some weird science. Gus sends a group text about the information that they have gathered. There's a little bit more of pumping Chubba for information, but he really doesn't know. He does provide 2 canisters of nitrous, who Gus and Sandy immediately nickname Lil Nas and draw a face on and go drinking with before turning in for the evening, sending us many, many photos along the way. I have a brief conversation with Pam about how I will get my truck NOS ready again. Hasn't been that way in a while. Back at the hotel, lots of drinking games. Aries and Juno are winning. Jeff is playing catch up. But the girls eventually pull him aside to have some actual questions about what is going on. He reacts very visibly to the name Zara and find out much the same, that she's in charge of the racing. And Jeff lets them know that she is kind of the head honcho and has many people to delegate to, which is how she's able to get up to so much stuff. And she is known as the Raven, or maybe not maybe there's no title there, just Raven. Leah wonders about her own ability to operate side hustles, but Juno points out she doesn't have anyone or anything to delegate to, so Leah's got some work to do. What else? So far, the plan mostly just seems to be to have Jeff stay the fuck away from Zara, which, we are working on. Once they send Jeff back to the party, the girls have a little bit of girl talk, and decide they need to tell the rest of us about their run-in and previous experience with Zara and how that's going, and about the whole favor to get Jeff to Zara. So we'll have to figure that out. And they suggested doing a group call. Meanwhile, back at the workshop, I've got the dagger out, the locket nearby, and the box that we got in the Rankle farm nearby, because they all have that weird, cold, glowy resonance thingamajig. As we bring the items together, they start glowing even more, and it's ultimately we decide let's just smash it together and see what happens, which we do. Notably, Gus didn't feel anything because he only knows when his anchors are in danger. As soon as we put the locket in the notch for the dagger, there's a blinding light. But as we can see again, the locket appears like it has been almost welded into place, like it's always been there. It's still very cold in my hands. And in the house, the puppy that was found in the box is barking and howling furiously.
Thorough and amazing as always. Thank you, Alex. I think we had a particular scene that Gus was hoping to get to. Where I would assume at this point, both Gus and Sandy are still out and about getting blitzed with Little Nas X. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You brought your bottles of Nas around drinking. Yeah.
Pair of sunglasses on the bottles of Nas.
Drew a face on it and everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll say, because that means that I can pull up our favorite song ever. You're out and about. You are at whatever level of intoxication that you would prefer. And, I mean, feel free to give us a little bit of conversation before something happens.
And then
How's it going, guys?
And this is Gus. This is what I mean.
Mhm.
If we go about and perhaps stock up on some cheap craft beer once in a while, we would get the guys with, you know, the ones with the beards, the flannels, and the hats. You know, the fuzzy hats, the knit hats. What are those people called? I want to call, yes, that thing, hipsters. We can get the hipster crowd if we serve. What is it called? What is a cheap beer you hipsters drink? Natty Light? Natty Light. That's the name of it.
You are not going to desecrate my holiest of temples with some blasphemy as Natty Light.
It does not. It's not for my own personal benefit that I want to drink the spirits.
And also, I don't want the neighborhood getting gentrified.
Now hold on a second here, guys. You know me, I am doing my best to make sure that does not happen in the lunar quarter. I am going out of my way to make sure that anyone come in here, they suddenly see a bunch of random antics pop up out of nowhere to scare them off.
So you're gonna threaten them to leave?
I'm not going to threaten them to leave. I'm just going to do random things. Like, I have connections. I can make people be afraid of the...
When you say you had connections, that means you've lost them already.
Well, when I say I had connections, it means that I had connections that I could rely on, that I wouldn't have to spend money on.
People who owe you a debt. Got it.
Well, you make it sound like it's a bad thing. And he takes a long sip of his drink.
It kind of is.
It's not bad. It's just how my business works. People give me things and I give them back things and they owe me things later on.
You're basically a loan shark at this point. Loan cat.
Thank you. Thank you. That is a better way of putting it.
Gus,
East.
you feel a powerful, painful thump in your chest.
Oh no. Gus drops his can of whatever he was drinking.
He takes the can, he drinks it.
Asshole.
Mine now.
Can ghosts get heartburn?
Can ghosts get? First of all, you haven't eaten anything in the past several hours, so I'm not sure why you. would
I
get heartburn.
had that plate of halal.
This doesn't do anything for you. No, ghosts don't get heartburn. They just it's usually a. It's usually a
It
thing
hits
of,
again.
Gus's eyes go wide, just slaps Sandy on the arm. Something's wrong.
Then go find out what's wrong. What's wrong? You
Thump.
need to go poop or something? You can go.
I think
don't
with
need to
this
hold your hand.
thump,
Thump.
Gus's form starts to flicker in and out.
Oh, I need to be sober. And he pays for the drinks and looks at Gus like, are you about to poof or?
I don't know.
All right, well, let's get you out of here. Rather than you cross over to the other dimension, well,
Sandy.
we're in the middle of having drinks.
I don't know. This hurts.
Gus, listen to me. Gus, listen to me. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna find out what's going on, all right? Let's just calm down and think rationally. If you're feeling a pain, what have you changed anything recently with your spiritual connections to this world?
I rolled to use angel wings, but I got
Okay.
very low. So Sid, you get to choose where I end up.
Oh, okay. Lovely. You rolled. What did you roll?
2.
Oh, Lord.
It's a bad one. It's
Is
4.
is very bad. On does it mention anything about a failure, or do I just get to have fun with that one?
On a 7 to 9, you don't quite manage it. Either you are all separated or you all appear in the wrong place. I'm not taking Sandy with me.
No, but it doesn't mention what happens on a failure.
Apparently I appear in the
Oh,
wrong
no.
place. That's up to you.
Oh no!
Okay. Oh, this will be fun. All right. Sandy, to you are in mid-sentence, trying to sort of rationale this out with Gus, and you go to like almost grasp their translucent shoulder, and your hand moves through, and not because Gus has become incorporeal as he is sometimes wont to do, but because Gus is gone.
Oh dear. Oh dear, he never did that before. He pulls out his phone. He calls Gus.
Max. As you and Pam stand there, inspecting this new development with the dagger and the locket, you see a flash behind Pam's shoulder that appears to be the form of Gus, with both hands clasped tightly to his chest, which slowly begins to change. Set this up for us, Gus. What happens?
The form becomes more solid, and Gus looks up at Max very quizzically. Before that shirt that he's wearing, there's a blossom of crimson, and he looks down at it and then up at Max, and then poof.
Oh shit. Pam, we have a guest. First aid's in that cupboard, and like points towards it, and we'll start going over to where Gus is collapsed on the floor.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, in this moment, Gus, that you are at. Let's take a look. You take 4 harm,
And unstable.
and you are unstable.
Oh boy. It's been so long since I've played this game. I mean,
What are
I
we
guess
trying to do?
first aid of some kind.
Ooh.
Do you have a move for it, or
The only thing I can really think of is doing use magic.
Okay.
Because again, I don't remember all the moves of this game. I've not played it in much longer than most of y'all.
Yeah, you could heal a harm from an injury that way.
Now, do I want to gamble with this?
I mean, you're RJ, so yes.
You are RJ,
Mhm.
so
Because I have an ability called Unquenchable Vitality. When you have taken harm, you can heal yourself. Roll plus cool. On a 10 plus, heal 2 harm and stabilize. On a 7 to 9, heal 1 and stabilize. On a miss, the injuries worsen.
Go for it. Do it.
For all to see. That is an 8. I heal 1.
okay.
Actually, I heal 2 because of resilience.
Okay.
So the wounds on Gus's body are slowly closing up. They're still bleeding.
Oh shit. I think Pam goes and gets the first aid kit, but it doesn't seem like a normal first aid kit that most people would have.
The hell is this?
I need it is what it is. It's shit that's gonna save his life, and like pulls out what looks like, in this case, is like one half of a defibrillator, but the other half leads to a syringe. And there's some like Max pulls out another thing from the kit and like fills up the syringe with something, plugs in the defibrillator, and takes the syringe and will inject it into Gus. Yeah, I think it's gonna be almost full, like what's the Pulp Fiction adrenaline into the heart.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I'd say clear, but I don't think you'd have to leave the room, and we don't have time for that. And I am going to use one of my action scientist moves, which is the Doors of Perception. By using advanced psychological, pharmacological, or mental interface techniques, you may use magic with plus sharp instead of plus weird.
Okay.
And I can choose an additional effect, and none of these are going to be particularly relevant here, though.
Okay. Roll to use magic with sharp.
Yeah. That's double sixes for 14.
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I guess because use magic on a 10 plus, it works without issues. Choose your effect, and so I will heal 1 harm.
Okay. Heal up one more there, Gus.
I think as Max is jamming the adrenaline in, Gus's eyes flare open and just grabs Max by the collar. What the
Gus,
fuck?
you tell me you have a body now? What? And like pokes his shoulder to see how corporeal it is.
I'm very sore. Why am I so sore?
Yeah, that's gonna be the zappy juice that's going through you. It'll filter out. Assuming, do you have kidneys now?
I guess I can feel my heart thumping really hard.
It's almost deafening, Gus.
Jeez.
Now, I'm no expert. I don't know that a ghost has ever gotten a body back, but I imagine you're going through sensory overload. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Were your lights always this bright? And can you lower your voice?
I mean, I can get a little quieter, and I guess like reaches over the table and finds like a dimmer switch and brings the lights down a bit.
Why does everything smell like gasoline? Garage. I'm in the garage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It always smelled like gasoline, honey. It's all right.
Hi, Pam.
Hi. You do this sometimes, or is this
Oh
is this,
no!
is this a new thing?
This is a very new thing for me. He will try to sit up.
Okay, easy. So I guess now kind of my turn. What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't understand. I was out with Sandy. We were getting you your NOS canisters, and then we were talking. Suddenly, I'm here.
Okay, well, I mean, what? And like, here's the dog in the house barking again. He's like, get to that in a minute.
I feel a little
So
paws scratching at the door.
could you let him in, please?
Yeah. Does the like 14 different things required to open the goddamn door.
Yep.
And Pam pries it open, and your little pup scurries in and just sort of jumps at your shins, Max, kind of whimpering a little bit.
Whoa, it's okay. And like one hand trying to help keep Gus propped up, and the other hand trying to pet the dog.
The dog. What's the? I can never say the dog's name. What's the dog's name?
Tetsu or something?
Tetsuya.
Tetsuya. Tetsuya starts licking your face, Gus.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, Gus is gonna just try to stand, lean on Max, holding
Okay.
the dog.
So what I suspect, I mean, the timing is almost spot on, so I imagine there's some connection here. We did some weird science with your dagger.
I'm sorry, what?
I think we were supposed to.
We put the thing with the thing, and then they went, and then they're just like one thing now.
Yeah, and we'll like go over to the table and show Gus the dagger and point out the addition of the locket.
This dagger has never felt as cold to you before, Gus. You're not sure if it has increased in its, or I should say decreased in its temperature, or if it is just, hey, you have a body again.
Max, what the fuck?
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
I gave you this dagger to look after, not to fuck around with.
Right. But they're not doing it now, but when we had it close to the locket, because they both did the weird cold thing like the box, they started glowing.
And you didn't think not to put them together?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but the thought of put them together kind of won out.
We will discuss property and permission later. I gotta go.
I should probably get you inside, get you some water, because you probably haven't had that in what, years?
I will get water at the bar. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Pam. Have a good night. Gus starts walking. He bangs into the door and then just like rubs his nose as he opens it up and then walks out.
Oh, we should. Do we tie him to a chair here, or do we just follow him?
I say let him get a couple steps ahead. Maybe he was out with Sandy, right? Just maybe give Sandy a heads up.
Yeah.
I'd say give him all a heads up. He's kind of alive now. That's new.
Yeah.
Or old. I guess he was alive at some point, right?
Yeah. And Max will go over to one of the benches in the workshop that has computer monitors, pull up the security feed, find one of the cameras outside that sees Gus walking along, and like pulls out his phone and takes a picture of the monitor because he doesn't like, I mean, one, that's the quickest way to do it right now, but also it's, you know, such an old man thing to do.
Taking a picture of a computer screen. I fucking love it.
And sends a picture to is it the whole group or the whole group minus Gus? I think probably just does the whole group because that's, again, the quickest thing. And it's like, so Gus has a body now and is walking over to the psychopomp.
Welcome back. Sorry about that, friends. We had some tech difficulties, but we're back online and ready and raring to go. If you're in chat, holler at us if you have any other stream issues. We'll figure it out. We believe that we left off at the end of the scene with Max sending a rather hysterical video of a now corporeal, fully bodied Gus. Not bodied. Bodied would be if someone like hit him into the trash can. That would be bodied.
Just a video of Gus getting hit by a car because he thought he could phase through it.
No, you just came back alive again. Yeah, Gus is alive. And our pals Leah and Juno are getting shwasted with the boy band. While we were on our tech break there, I believe Leah rolled a d4 to see who she would be making out with at this time. And you want to tell the stream who you rolled?
Well, you designated the numbers of who would be who if I rolled.
Yes.
And I rolled Juno.
Juno, how do we feel about that?
Well,
is that cool? Or
I feel like you
should
had
we
a
reroll?
vision about this a while back.
We did. We talked about that. Yeah. This would be fulfilling the vision.
Yeah, I feel like I have to because the future said so.
It's fate decreed it.
And also,
totally
it's
up to
funny.
you.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. So yeah, we pan. I would say we smash cut to the party, and I guess what Leah's phone is still in a cup of alcohol, but it does still ping. I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean it's waterproof. Leah does this like every week.
Juno, you get a ping too, but I think you're both a little preoccupied as you are heavily macking on each other at the moment. Surprisingly enough, so are Juan and Aries. They're just having a great time. And Jeff is sitting there drinking from the bottle of tequila. Just, I think at this point, probably.
Invited to this? We're all in his room now too, right?
Yep. It's not like he can leave and go to bed. You're all kind of in his hotel room right now.
God, I feel so bad for Jeff.
It's fine.
Well, I don't know where to go from here.
I mean, we could just pan back to Sandy. I mean, you two are kind of preoccupied at the moment.
Leah's not going to answer her phone. If Juno answers her phone, that's the only way we're getting out of this situation.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
Juno
this is
would
the rest
check
of the
it.
night. Okay.
Still has some semblance of like work brain. I don't think that ever goes away.
You've got a text with a video from Max.
The heck? What the heck?
Okay, why are you answering texts from like your dad right now? That's really weird.
Just shows Leah the video.
Yeah, it's Gus. I've seen Gus before.
No. Look.
What?
Look.
I don't get it. He knocked over a trash can. I've seen him like smack. What's that supposed to mean?
He's walking.
It's what?
Walking?
Walking. Can ghosts not do that normally?
No?
Oh. I swear I've seen him walk before. Maybe I just had a vision about this.
And he flipped over the trash can?
Sure.
He's a ghost.
Okay. So what? Gus is alive again?
Well, I don't know. This feels
What are we-
urgent.
I mean, he's fine. If anything, he's better than when we left him. So what's the
Flipping
big
over
deal?
a trash can doesn't usually signify fine.
Last week he was a bomb, and that barely got me out of the house. So
I'm gonna call Max.
fine.
Well, we need to kind of tell them about everything that's going on anyway.
Okay, tell him. Jeff, where'd Jeff go?
He's right there.
I'm right here.
Jeff, do you want to make out now? Juno's
sure.
on the phone. You got a brief window.
He says, yeah, sure.
Okay.
That felt kind of like a compliment.
Do you know everyone else in the room is making out with someone as you call your father? Wow, this just sounds
like
like
high
a high school
school.
party.
Yeah.
It's like high school.
Wow, I had flashbacks of high school.
This
right there.
exact thing has happened to me before.
Yep. Same.
I was gonna say minus
Woof.
the ghosts, but my high school was weird.
Hey, June. Or are we not doing the?
Oh no, go ahead.
not a- So I take it you saw the text.
Yeah. What?
I figured out how to do a video.
I'm really proud of you. It's really great. I can, almost make out the background.
Yeah. But yeah, I assume you're calling because of what's in the video of the video.
Yeah. That and some other stuff. What's going on? Is Gus okay?
Maybe he
Okay.
suddenly appeared back in the garage. I'll admit I was doing some weird science to his dagger. That's a thing. But he
Wait,
showed
you
up
were messing with the dagger?
a bit, and then Gus showed up, and
Hey, but I
then
don't
he had
get
a
to touch
body.
the dagger.
You're not on this phone call. I gave you the option and you said no.
Fine.
Sorry.
Everything okay?
This is Jeff talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, honey. Shh.
Sorry, Leo's been drinking.
So I gathered. Have you been drinking? You okay? You okay, kid?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. But yeah, so Gus has a body again. And he
And this is not like him becoming temporarily corporeal occasionally.
no, I stabbed the body and there was blood. I mean,
Oh.
the stabbing was to help him.
Oh.
But yeah, so now he's going to the psycho pump, and Pam and I are gonna follow after, and haven't heard from Sandy just yet, but I imagine we're all gonna go.
He usually shows up when we need him. Do you need us? Should we come home?
I mean, this feels like it's a big deal, but if you all are, because you're keeping an eye on Jeff, right?
Yeah, Jeff's right here.
Okay. Eventually, you're gonna need to see Gus. He's in the Jeff's in the hotel. He should be fine. They've got the security guards there, as long as he doesn't leave the hotel.
Okay, yeah, we'll be right there.
All right. Be safe.
Yep. You got it.
Hangs up.
Leah, we have to go.
But why?
Because Gus is alive again, and everything that goes along with that.
Again, I don't see how this isn't a good thing.
Your ghost friend's alive?
Maybe.
That's what it seems.
It seems like he might
Here
have
we.
got his body back. Jeff, you cannot leave the hotel.
As I wasn't planning on it.
If anything,
especially
don't
now.
leave this room. Maybe don't even leave the bedroom part of it.
Okay. Mind getting them to their rooms then? We pan over to just.
Yeah.
I mean, just. You can't really tell where the vampire ends and the demon bunny begins at this point.
Yeah, we can take them with us. I'm gonna let Dee know that we have something to take care of, but we'll come back. Maybe.
Yes.
All right.
Probably.
Okay.
Definitely. Are you
Okay.
sure you need me? Do you need me to go?
Yes. We also have to talk to them about Raven.
Right. Okay. Yep. All right. Jeff, sweetie, we'll be right back. Just like pats him on the cheek, and then goes to the other two, and just starts like clapping at them. All right, boys, up. Hop like bunnies. Time to go.
Our Ares immediately turns into a bunny.
Yeah, there you go. You got the right idea. Well, why don't you pick him up and take him wherever you want, and we will be back shortly.
Minor emergency. Everything's fine.
Security meeting.
Okay, yeah, sure. Juan looks down at the bunny. The bunny is doing like bunny spoot, like the back legs like spooted out, and the front legs spooted out, and the bunny's asleep.
Yep, time
Right.
for bed.
Okay. Scoops up bunny Ares. Says bye to Jeff. Jeff is like already just getting into bed.
Don't leave his room.
No problem. And just like pulling covers over himself.
All right. Let's go see whatever bullshit Gus has gotten himself into this time.
You get so irritated.
I
Like,
do.
A lot. Do you know that?
When I'm drunk, yeah. When I'm drunk and horny, and both of those things are being ruined.
We're gonna have to have a discussion about your priorities.
I feel like they're perfect, but sure.
They're not, and I think maybe if they were, you wouldn't get so irritated all the time.
I just don't understand why everyone in our little friend group can't go one night without, I don't know, blowing themselves up or becoming human or something.
Yeah, it's just that most of the time the irritation gets directed at me.
That's fair, sweetie. I'm not mad at you, I promise. You're just the one that I talk to the most.
Okay.
All right, let's go yell at a ghost.
Well, I gotta find D first.
Okay, let's go talk to D and then yell at a ghost.
Fairly easy to do. D is literally just sort of like walking up and down the block of rooms, sees you exit Jeff's room, doesn't bat an eyelash. You can tell them you're heading out. They just nod. They'll keep an eye. We'll let you skedaddle out of there. Sandy, you get a similar text.
Sandy looks at the phone, watches it. As soon as Gus beefs it into the trash can, he cracks up laughing. Like, he just loses it laughing. Like, this is the funniest thing he's ever seen in his entire life. And then he calms himself down. He's like, okay. Oh, fuck, that's not supposed to happen. He calls up Gus. Gustav, pick up the phone. Please pick up the phone. Are you fucking screening me, you piece of shit? Gustav, pick up the phone. You are...
I don't think Gus would have a phone on him.
Sure, he wouldn't. Sandy wouldn't know because, like, they're drunk. So he's just yelling at his phone in the middle of this bar.
It'd be hilarious. You're like, Gus, pick up the phone. You look down on the table. There's Gus's phone.
Yeah, so Sandy is having this long yelling match with his phone over Gus's voice. And I was like, Gus, you alive? That makes no sense. How are you alive? Our investment could be in danger here if you don't pick up your phone. Huh.
The phone is also now corporeal.
Huh. The phone's corporeal.
Oh man, Gus, you're gonna be losing your ghost rates on your phone. Sorry, man.
He's officially gonna need a wardrobe now. Let me go find him. And he heads outside and he will transform into a cat and make his way down to the psychopomp because he thinks that's where Gus is going.
You might be right. You might be crazy. I might
Max
just
and
be...
Pam
maybe
have started
a lunatic
following him.
he's looking for.
Yeah,
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah, no problem. Lee and Juno, were you also headed to the psychopomp?
Leah's going wherever Juno's dragging her.
Yeah, I'm assuming Max would have said where they were going. No, you did.
Yeah, I mean,
You did. say
in the initial text, we said, the psychopomp. I think we even said it in the phone call, but Max and Pam are following Gus, and so if he starts diverging away from the course, we'll I think sends the group too many of the here's my location pings.
Love it. They just they're separated by maybe a quarter of a mile each time.
So yes.
Excellent. Gus, where are you going?
To the psychopomp.
Excellent. We shall say we smash cut to a Gus just very shakily on newly found, yet again, actual corporeal legs, making his way into the parking lot of the psychopomp when, like a bad cop action film, Max just pulls up right in front of you as Lee and Juno stumble up from the side and a cat appears. Hey, you're all together again. Yay!
One other thing I thought of, Max would have either texted Juno himself or had Pam text Juno, asking her to get Gwen. Because presumably Juno has Gwen's number. But yes, that's the only addition.
You have reconvened in the, outside. I guess there's not really much of a parking lot because we don't have cars, except for weirdos like Max.
It's like a side alley.
Yeah.
Leah's definitely brown bagging a bottle of Grey Goose or something as they're stumbling up.
I think we should talk about your drinking habits later.
Sandy is like sitting on the roof of the car, just grooming himself. Then he does that thing that cats do where he like shoots one leg up into the air and cleans his thigh.
So what are we doing here, people?
Well, from what I recall is Gus is human.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gus. Well, I believe the first thing we should figure out is what was the chain of events that led up to the situation that our dear friend is now human?
So first, let me preface by saying that correlation is not causation, but did some weird science with Gus's dagger, and then Dagger did a weird thing. Gus appeared in the garage, had a body, was bleeding. We fixed that, and then now we're here.
Okay, so Max gets to do weird stuff with the dagger and turn you human, but I can't do weird stuff with the dagger. That feels like discrimination.
Because the weird stuff you want to do with the dagger is probably pawning it.
In Leah's defense, the whole reason we gave it to Max was so no one would do weird stuff with the dagger.
And clearly weird stuff has now been done.
Weird stuff has been done, indeed.
Well, I mean, in Max's defense, hi, I'm here, honey. Hi.
Hi, Pam.
Oh, hello, Pamela.
Hi. We just put the little locket thing that glowed when the box was close by, and then it also glowed when like the dagger was close by, and then we put them together, and there was a whoosh, and then they are just like, well, show 'em, Max.
So you combined some very powerful magical items without protection or backup.
I mean, we were in my workshop. That's probably one of the most protected places in the city.
Yeah,
Max,
but
we should
without
not
any
be
of
the
us,
one.
and without telling us, and
I'm
That-
sorry. This powwow is nice and all, but I need to get inside.
Let's get him inside. He hops off the car, transforms into a human, and kind of like supports Gus on his shoulder.
When they enter, is there anyone in there?
We'll say that Concord is not exactly like New York City, and things do not necessarily stay open until 4 a.m. They don't. Psychopomp doesn't have a 4 a.m. license. Let's just
Still
say
doesn't
that.
make sense. It's like that.
So yeah, things are winding down. We're saying it's like what? It had been around 1, y'all getting here. Yeah, it's inching on 2. It's last call. So people
Alright.
are getting kicked out.
Well, Gus is gonna push off a Sandy, walk up to the stage, yank the power cord out of the wall socket, and just yell for everyone to get out.
The last couple of patrons look a little concerned, some a little pissed, but at that, and also the very quick urging of Molly, who's just like, you heard the boss, everybody out, let's go, out, see you later, yep, pay your tabs, thank you, and tip your servers, that's me, get out. And they clear out for you. And then Molly's just standing there like,
Close out the
sucks.
register, go home. We'll talk in the morning. I know.
Are you okay?
Gus reaches behind the counter, grabs a bottle of Rankle alcohol,
Gross.
close out the cash, close out the register, go home.
Oh, okay, boss.
Molly, do you need someone to walk you home?
Oh no, I'll be okay. I'll be fine. Sort of looks at the rest of you like, is he okay?
It's he's had a night, Molly. It would be best if you two had to.
Okay. I'll lock up.
Gus, fair warning, if you do start drinking that, pointing to the Rankle booze, if you are fully human, it's
I
gonna taste
understand.
worse
It's gonna be nasty as fuck.
than if someone pissed in Malort. Okay, just making sure you are understanding.
Well, honestly,
Canon.
this is a good
Immediately just
good
tries
test. Oh,
it.
he's drinking. This is a good rudimetric to wondering
Fucking disgusting.
if Gus is human or not.
I think that's the best description. It's as if someone pissed in Malort. That's, yep, right there.
Gus pulls a face, but just there's a gulp sound as he slams the bottle on the table. Spitters are quitters. Hi, welcome to my TED Talk.
Are you
Gus,
scrambled or are you just having an attitude right now?
Column A, column B, I think.
Okay.
okay, well, you're alive again. That is the last thing I expected to happen in the next couple of months.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyone have any ideas? Because I don't. This room's a little too hot.
I'm not sure what everything that happened with Max and Pam, but I know Max's first aid kit is a little strange for some people, but we probably should check your pulse and your eye movement and things like that just to make sure everything is okay. When you fell over the trash can, did you hit your head?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm
I know he didn't his head. I watched the video 10 times.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure you don't have a concussion or anything. Do you have a first aid kit in the bar?
Yeah, under the cashier, under the bar. He will plop down on a bar stool and let himself be attended.
All right. So the amulet was applied to the dagger, and now Gus is mortal?
Can I ask why the amulet was applied to the dagger?
That is a
Furiously
good question.
checking everything she can think of so she doesn't have to look at anyone else or talk directly to their face.
Well, they were glowing together, and
But why were they together?
That's a little my fault. I'm sorry. I got a little galaxy brain, as they say, while we were chatting, and I had an idea.
Right,
You-
right.
You can't blame all this on Max. I'm sorry.
But the dagger was kept in your arm.
right, and took it back to the. Yep.
I would have at least liked the text. You know, before the heart palpitations started. That was weird.
Gus, what happened?
Sandy and I finished talking to the goblin at the auto shop. We went out for drinks and some food. We were sitting at a bar and suddenly my heart started hurting.
And it
Next
shouldn't
thing
do
I
that.
knew, I was on the floor of the workshop bleeding out.
Okay.
He looked down his shirt. I think this is my old body.
What do you mean your old body?
The one that died in the jungle. He'll unbutton it and there's almost like a sunflower pattern over his chest that looks scarred over.
Okay.
This is going to sound kind of weird, Gus. But what if, hear me out, what if that was the purpose of the dagger and the amulet? I mean, you had a very strong connection with this dagger that none of us could honestly explain. Perhaps, maybe, the amulet and the dagger was a key integral part of you becoming like this.
So what? I'm just a Frankenstein jigsaw puzzle waiting to get solved?
I have a relatively insensitive question.
Go for it.
Was your body recovered from the jungle?
Now that's something we got to talk about, because I think everyone was kind of lost on that expedition.
It's your backstory, my friend. You could have been the only one recovered, but dead, or...
I think we actually had a rumor where someone survived.
I think so,
right?
yeah.
I don't know. The last thing I remember was waking up in Concord, so I don't know if my body made it back or not.
I just wanted to ask you before I asked Gwen.
Did you call her?
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy. He'll reach behind the counter for a brown paper bag. It just hyperventilate into it.
So you don't seem concussed or anything. Your blood pressure's a little high, but I think that's mostly from situational stress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can heal another harm as well, Gus. I think that brings you down to like 1, right?
Oh no, I've been fully healed this entire time.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't look like you're bleeding from anywhere particularly important other than some scrapes. So I think you're fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Physically, I mean, emotionally.
I was about to
that's
say,
different.
I haven't felt anxiety in a while. Sorry.
Do you need help with that?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I like to do this thing called box breathing. Essentially what you do is you imagine a box because it's easy to conjure in your head, and each side of the box you ascribe a number. I like to do like 5 or 7 depending on how much breathing I'm feeling like doing. But you follow the sides of the box and you breathe in until you reach one end, and then out until you reach the other end. And you just imagine hitting each corner until your heart rate slows down. Or you get lightheaded because you don't have enough oxygen. But then you have something else to focus on.
4 count, 8 count, 4 count, 8 count.
The physical symptoms of anxiety are actually more difficult than people give them credit for.
Yeah. Yep. All right. You know what? Continuing to just slowly breathe in and out, walking behind the bar.
Max was quietly preparing a variety of drinks for Gus so that he has many options to choose from now that he has the taste bud again.
Alcohol. Water. Starts to drink that. I don't understand what's going on. I was dead up until a few minutes ago.
Well, do you mind if I am equally insensitive? I mean, I don't care really.
Has
But-
that ever stopped you?
No, it hasn't. Gus, you were working with you were killed by angels, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Angels are pieces of shit. All right, they do things. You think we demons make deals in certains and double talk? No, angels are just as worse. It's the difference between angels and demons is that they're sanctimonious about it. Obviously, whatever these angels did to you, it was part of some grand plan that they felt led to this. Because that is what they do. Demons, we choose to toy with humans because it is part of business. Angels do it because they get off of on it.
Gross.
Of course it's gross. It's an angel.
So what? I have a holier than thou fairy godmother out there who just waved their wand
I don't know. You
for
probably were.
shits and giggles.
You probably stepped on something, did something that made them believe you are part of some grand plan to, I don't know, resurrect the Dead Sea Scrolls as King Solomon summons another Goetia to this realm. I don't know. Whatever the fuck they want half the time.
Gus will turn to Leah.
Leah's resting her head on the counter. Still
Hey.
has the bottle in one hand. Yep. I'm what? Yeah. Angels. What's up?
He'll offer his hand to Leah. Touch me.
Listen, Gus, I like you, but I just not really like that.
Several slow blinks.
I think he wants you to see a vision or something, honey.
Oh. Right, yeah, I can try.
Being impaired won't impair the accuracy, right?
If anything, it tends to make them more accurate because she's more likely to tell you exactly what she saw.
I resemble that remark.
Quite a bit.
All right, give me your hand.
Plop.
Hand's sweatier than I imagined it would be.
Yeah. How do you think I feel?
Do you have a move for this, Leah?
I do. I took the weird move sensitive.
Oh, good.
so-
I was just hoping.
yeah, I did stack myself with moves that pretty closely mirror the powers that Leah had before. So
Sweet.
sensitive felt like a pretty catch-all for a lot of it. When you open up your brain to the psychic environment, roll weird, and then I get impressions about important things. It's
Okay.
super vague, so I think it just kind of is a sort of catch-all for it.
I like it.
So yeah, I will do
Roll weird.
that. Oh, clear. Why isn't it showing me the? Oh, there it is. 9.
All right. What do you get on a 7 to 9?
All right. On a 7 and 9, you get a hazy impression about something important.
Okay.
So on the 10 plus, just to give some more context, on a 10
Mhm.
plus, you get a definite impression, a vision, tangible aura, overheard thought about something important. So I think it's still within those like auras, thoughts, visions, all that sort of stuff. Whatever you want it to be.
I like it. Okay. Leah, you take Gus's hand and you open your mind to the cosmic weirdness. And you get a few seemingly disjointed sensory impressions. You see in sort of brief flashes, pretty regular flashes, almost say to a heartbeat, this almost superimposed, what is that? What did we call it again? The something soul.
Oversoul.
The oversoul image of Gus. You smell, if this is possible. You smell heat. You smell decaying plants and flora and fauna. You feel a piercing pain in your abdomen. And you hear the faint barking of a dog.
Releases Gus's hands. Okay, so, and then leans over the bar and pukes in the sink.
Gus reaches over, turns on the hot water.
Comes back. That wasn't part of the vision.
Nice to know.
I think I saw or felt you die. Jungle heat stabbing.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Were you murdered by a dog? Was there a dog there when you died? Did a dog witness your murder?
In the jungle.
Yes. The mighty jungle, the lion who
Sleeps tonight. Yeah,
Yes.
no, I don't recall a dog being in the jungle as I was being murdered. Oh, Jesus, I'm hungry. And he'll walk around the bar to like... There's like a plate of half-eaten mozzarella sticks on one of the tables. He just like picks at it.
My grill is still outside. Should I turn it on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know, eggs sound great right now. Can you make eggs on the grill? I don't know. How
I could go for a New York strip if you have it.
Someone's gonna need to grab, like, I think goes and checks to like the bar's freezer, the fridge where the the spare
It's
food from
bar
earlier.
food. There is no steak.
I'm still going to ask.
There might be a burger patty or two in there.
Yeah, there's like some of those like very flat, prepackaged frozen patties. You definitely got the fixings for some okay burgers, more frozen mozz sticks, fries.
Fired calamari that Gus forgot to throw out.
Yeah, there was a barking dog too. At the end of it.
That doesn't make any sense. No offense. To me, it doesn't make any sense.
It's your vision, man.
Well, it kind of does. I mean, not in a serious way, but if the box and the dagger are connected, there was a dog in the box.
So that's a mystery. Pin in that. There is other stuff that we're still currently working on.
Yep. Totally.
I turn it over to my co-counsel to offer up the evidence that we learned earlier. That's you, Juno.
I know, I'm putting a sentence together in my head. So Raven.
Zara.
Zara. Right.
Yes.
We know her.
As in in passing acquaintance?
Well, I mean, in theory, we only met her once.
Yeah, and she sucked.
Yeah, she's kind of a jerk. She's Fae.
Understandable. Well, we know where her car is at
Okay.
and who
Yeah.
takes care of it.
They are also scheduled to do a race in a week or two.
I don't think we should let it get to that point.
Yeah, she were sort of asked us a favor.
Oh, yeah?
What kind of favor?
I thought I was doing the talking.
Did I say out loud? Sorry.
So, she sort of did us a favor before, and now is asking for one in return.
Okay, and this favor, what is it?
It's Jeff.
Okay.
So, boy.
Which isn't
You
really
remem-
a surprise because we knew she hated and wanted Jeff. Now she's just asked me specifically.
It's the fact that she's asking specifically is the troublesome part. Well, I know you won't turn him over, but
No.
what do you plan on doing?
Well, I went through a couple of options in my head. Some of them involved protection charms, but I would have to get a better sense of how powerful of a fae she is, and I get the feeling she's pretty high up on the totem pole considering she's running entire gangs and things like that. So I kind of nixed that, and then I thought maybe I would just kill her, but the same problem kind of reared its head when I was thinking about that one. I would have to sort of get a better grasp on her power, and I imagine it's a lot. And I haven't had time to think of any other ideas.
All right.
Okay,
Oh.
this is. Let me get the whole thought out before you all tell me, Max, what are you doing? That's the worst idea ever. What if we do give her Jeff? But, because I'm assuming with all the Fae bullshit stuff, that not following through with the favor and, fulfilling the deal or whatever is going to go bad. But if we give her Jeff and then immediately, psych, we have fulfilled your favor, and then we can get Jeff the fuck out of Dodge.
Max makes a point.
I don't know how we would pull off the psych part of the plan, and also I'm kind of worried that there might be something in there about fulfilling the spirit of the favor. But I don't
Well,
know.
what was the exact words that she said to you when she requested for Jeff?
I'm pretty sure it was just bring me Jeff.
Damn it.
Or I want
You're smart.
Jeff.
No, she's very smart. By saying just that, she hasn't exposed her true plans and explained some Fae things, Fae bullshit stuff.
Yeah.
So the
How well
courthouse
was it?
opens at 7 a.m. I could get a legal name change to Jeff.
It's legal, yes, but it's not his true name, and they know that.
Also, I think she might be planning on blackmailing me.
What does
When Juno says that, Sandy looks. You've never in your entire life seen Sandy look upset or mad. But for a brief flash, you see Sandy look absolutely livid. She did what?
I wasn't going to mention that part because I'm honestly not sure how she would follow through with it in a way that would be very upsetting to me, considering how upset I usually am on a day-to-day basis, but it seemed relevant.
Let's see. I do not appreciate when people have information over my friends and then use it for their advantage.
It's not even really that she has anything over me. I'm pretty sure she's sort of manipulating the situation.
Still, she made the threat, and I don't take that too well. All right. Nope. We'll deal with that when it gets to it. But this Jeff situation. We need to address that. How are we
Yeah,
going to
that's the
handle
part
it?
I'm worried about.
I mean, there's usually some kind of meet and greet with the band or something. You know, you have the VIP fans get a backstage pass or something. We arrange for Zara to get to see all the boys as they are heading out. You know, they do whatever it is they do, and then we keep moving Jeff away and get him out of there.
Could do that.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, we can sort of pull whatever strings we want to try to manipulate this favor. The fact remains that she still very much wants Jeff. If we pull one over on her, I don't get the impression that Zara's just going to say, "Oh, well, that's that. Bye."
No,
You know,
she won't.
Maybe I'm just drunk and I've forgotten, but why does she want Jeff so bad?
Well, he owes her
Jeff
a lot of
owes
money.
her.
Besides that, it's just a matter of money that he owes her.
I imagine it's some personal pride bullshit too.
That would track.
She
I
is a
won't
street
make
racer,
anyone roll to remember. He definitely owes them some money on top of he was supposed to throw a race, and he didn't.
Right.
So he didn't throw a race, but now she wants him, has a form of revenge for him not completing the job, and on top of that, he owes her money. So even if we could pay the money, it's still the matter of honor in play.
Yeah, the other problem is unless we're planning on leaving town immediately after the boys leave town, we're still going to be dealing with her.
That's what led me to the killing her conclusion, but I think it might be an overreaction.
No. Let's keep that on the table.
Yeah, it's on the table, but we can also make it clear to her that we are. Now, I know that this isn't the right term, but the only thing I'm getting right now is unfuckable. Unfuckwithable? Is that better?
Untouchable?
Not to be fucked with?
Not to be fucked with is good.
Yes.
We make it clear that, she could try something, but it's not going to go well for her if she does.
What do I know about the Harbinger's full operation and how deep their reach goes?
You know what Chubba told you? That they're into a lot at this point. They do the street racing, they're doing the loan sharking, and it sounds like they also are doing some mild bank robbing were his exact words.
I wouldn't call robbing an airplane mild.
Who said anything about an airplane?
Whatever they're flying the cash in on.
You can actually blame Val for that idea. I don't even know if they remember that brief little Discord chat we had. It was ages ago, but I wrote down the idea then.
I don't remember that at all, but you're welcome.
Something about mortgage payments and everything flying through the air and how terrifying that is.
Right. Now I remember that conversation now, yeah.
Yeah, it's all Val's fault. Anyway.
You're
Idea.
welcome.
What if we can get the local authorities in on it? Arrest Zara during the heist?
And if we have to work with the local authorities.
I know ACAB and all that, but it's an option.
I have a different similar idea playing off what you're saying, laying down there, Gus. I don't think they really care too much about the authorities. What they probably really care about is the court, and they're standing there and not getting on the bad side of like the queen and the king and all that. So what if we did something to stir up some beef there?
We could perhaps spread a rumor that she's doing all of this to eventually usurp power away from move into the court and take over power.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, how much of this is on the up and up, and how much of this, like, the court knows about and are like, chill with and stuff.
Even if they do, I think that's a good way to spin it, though.
I could rattle some trees and see what falls.
Like, I was planning on bringing the queen to the concert anyway, so if she's there, maybe we figure out some way to...
I believe that's a conversation we'll have to talk about later on, but no.
Sorry?
I believe that's a conversation we need to have to discuss later on, but...
I'll never admit I said that. But if I allegedly did say that, I have good authority that the queen will be there at the concert, and maybe we can set up some sort of sting. If she shows up to take Jeff, that's got to be like problematic somehow, right? Like Fae on Fae action.
Yes,
sure
it is.
Fae kill each other all the time.
No, they do. Everyone kills each other all the time. But it's more of the fact that she is being very aggressive towards this particular Fae. In that she is forcing him into situations and making him pay her money. Even though, yes, of course, he probably borrowed the money, but still, it's...
I mean, you don't think the queen would take Zara's side, considering they made a deal?
Considering what?
Zara and Jeff, they made a deal, and Jeff didn't honor it. I don't see the queen taking his side.
How much does the queen love magic?
I mean, she seemed like a pretty big fan when I talked to her about it on the phone.
Well, if you
Smash cut to Instagram posts of the queen like lip syncing to magic songs, etc., etc., etc.
Maybe if we could spin it where Zara's breaking up the band. No one wants that.
Okay. Any other thought? I like all these plans.
I'm really liking this plan of making it look like she's doing something bad. Well, I mean, she is doing something bad, but paint her in an even worse light.
I think the queen finding out that Zara's amassed any kind of power behind her back is probably a pretty good chip to play.
Two-pronged attack, then. We'll get the queen to try and realize that Zara's gaining way too much traction out here, and during the concerts, trying to abduct Jeff. At least that way the chips are in our favor when we have to explain some things.
Okay.
All right.
Oh. Gus gets up and he just leaves.
Oh, bye.
Oh, where is he? Gus, where are you go? Oh,
I forgot I'm lactose intolerant.
Poor guy.
Hate to see it.
Oh, I'm gonna do something really mean right now, Gus. Well, Gus
Oh.
rushes to the bathroom. You asked me to make you hurt, okay?
I already heard.
Gus rushes off to the bathroom, and Juno, you're your phone rings. It's Gwen.
Hello.
Hi. I'm outside the bar. You start to hear some outside.
Oh yeah. I'll let you in.
Okay.
I'll let Gwen in.
Gwen comes in. Looks like she's just like thrown a leather jacket on, like over her pajamas. You said it was important. What's going on? Is Gus okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's probably better to let him explain. He's in the bathroom.
I think
Like a clog or something?
Well, it's a clog, all right.
So what do you want on your burger? And Max would just like start distracting her.
Are you grilling inside?
We've talked about this.
I mean, so either the door was actually open because so Max could get to his grill, or Max is just like fired up the kitchen and it's cooking in there.
Okay. We'll go with column B.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I smelled smoke. Yeah, medium rare. Just load it up. Okay. Should I go get him?
I just give him a chance. He'll be out soon.
Yeah.
Just make yourself comfortable.
There is a sound of a bang as Gus walks into another door, and then it just opens up.
Gus, Gwen's here.
What?
Gwen is here. She has many things to talk to you about.
Hi.
Gwen is blue screened.
Gus walks up to her, waves a hand in front of her face.
Just kind of pats her on the back. Do you want
Hi.
something to drink?
Some water. Some wine, perhaps. A cocktail.
I go back one.
Okay, I'll get you some wine. Sandy goes behind the bar and pours her a glass of wine, slides it over,
Can I have one?
and then slides the bottle over.
Surprise. This is sort of a new development.
She just hugs you.
Oh. This is nice.
She just starts crying.
Just wrap his arms around her and hug her tightly.
Someone else in the room is crying, so Juno's leaned over the bar where Sandy is to see if Gus keeps Wolfsbane in his bar.
Yes.
He sets a bottle of Wolfsbane on the counter, pours
you.
her a glass.
Talk amongst yourselves. We'll be right back.
You kids have fun. And he's making himself a drink.
Easy on the vermouth. That's very hard to import.
You're easy on the vermouth. And he pours like a bunch of vermouth into a cup.
I can actually come over there and smack you. You know
Sandy
that,
starts
right?
drinking vermouth.
Just drinking. Yeah, he's just drinking at that point.
Vermouth. Oh.
Don't drink vermouth.
Never do that, y'all.
Don't do
not. Do not do that to yourself.
Don't do it.
Hi, Raiders.
Hi, Raiders.
That's some good
Don't
advice for
drink
the Raiders.
Hey,
Don't
Raiders.
drink vermouth.
Don't drink vermouth.
Don't drink vermouth,
It
y'all.
is not meant to be drank on its own. It is meant to be mixed.
Whatever that is.
You guys are mad at me for talking about drinking vermouth, talking earlier about drinking stuff that tastes like piss.
Listen, Malort is a rite of passage when you go to Chicago.
I've done
It's true.
nothing wrong.
The Lord even sounds wrong. Just saying.
It is.
the word.
It
This
is
does not
the
make
worst.
It was sold as a medicine during Prohibition because, like, the authorities say so. It's like, yeah, there's no way anyone's drinking this for fun.
Yep.
And so it could still be made and sold back then.
Little bit of Prohibition trivia for you.
Anyway, the kids are going off somewhere. I guess Max is like probably just finished the burger. And it's like, oh, it finds like a heat lamp or something to keep it warm with.
Gus.
Casts exposition.
She's like just furiously like rubbing her face.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is this like permanent? Like are you
I don't know. That's the thing. So far it's been permanent.
okay?
Yeah. There's a lot going on right now. But hey, at least I get to do this. And he leans in and kisses her.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm back for the time being, and we're just trying to figure out a few more things that are on our plate that keeps piling up. Whew. Boy. Is this what it's like to have sweat glands again? Because I am feeling gross.
It's actually kind of cold in here.
Yeah, that did used to run hot, huh? I'm gonna finish up with them. If you want, rooms open upstairs. I'll come see you in a bit.
Okay.
He hugs her again and then quickly leaves.
Before he can leave too far, she grabs a kid, gives him another kiss.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll be it. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we're deciding with the whole Operation Double Sting. Yes, no?
I'm down.
I'm here for it.
I guess.
Concerns?
Only concern I have is if we screw up, it's gonna blow up in our face. But when has that ever
hasn't?
bothered us?
Juno?
I think it's our best plan A.
You'd like a plan B?
I have a plan B.
Murder?
Well, it's more complicated than that.
What's more complicated than murder?
Clue.
Taxes.
Let's just do this plan to the best of our ability, and if something goes bad, we'll react situationally.
All right.
Okay.
That's mostly how I deal with things, so I'm cool with that.
Cool. Juno, you know how to lock up, right?
Mhm.
Treat yourselves to the bar.
Good night, Gus.
Good night.
Good night, good stuff.
Here's her burger.
Thanks. It's half eaten by the time he gets back up there.
Let's be honest.
Leah starts rifling around through the good stuff at the bar.
Oh, 100%. Just starts pulling up all the reaches up for the top shelf stuff, starts pulling them down.
Fun fact, that's not where the good stuff is. It's underneath the bar in a wooden chest.
I feel like Juno is the one that knows that.
What's Sandy know about that actually?
You've seen him reach under a few times and hear a latch click. But
Oh.
Juno knows specifically where the chest is.
What are you guys looking for?
The good stuff.
To help ourselves.
Oh,
Do you know where it is, Juno?
Juno.
what?
Do you know where the good stuff is?
No?
Juno.
What?
If you know where the good
Leah
stuff
knows
is,
you're lying because I
Oh.
know when everybody's lying now.
What?
I know when you're hiding something.
Oh no, you took the flake move!
I took
oh
the
no!
flake move. Yeah, by the
Actually,
way, Sid,
what-
Because Juno's historically been very good at lying.
Actually, could I use my weird move? Which is I can empathize and read someone's emotions.
PvP?
In our monster of the week?
In my
What?
Christian
In this
monster of the
economy?
week. Do it.
Can I?
Do it.
You can certainly go
Do
for it.
Okay, that's a 7 on the dice, so that's just a 7 because I have no weird.
Okay, on your
So,
empathize.
On a 7, I gain a hazy impression of their current emotional state and intentions.
Juno, what's your current emotional state? I feel like we can
Anxiety.
all know this. Yeah.
Low anxiety.
what?
My old friend.
What? That's yeah. All right, yeah. Sandy walks over to where Juno is, like on the other side of the bar. He rests his hands on the bar and leans in very, very close, slowly leaning in closer to Juno's face. Mm.
Hmm.
And it's like a nose is like inch away from her face. All right, nope, I can't read her. And he just leans back and starts drinking from the vermouth again.
Cool.
Oh!
Leah scoots down the bar. You're lying. I know you know where it is. Tell me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Please, just me. I won't tell anybody else where it is.
You
I'm just
have
gonna
so
take
much
like
to
3 or 4 bottles home with me.
There's a lot of stuff back there.
Leah and Max is further down the bar and slides like a pint of whatever is going to be like the daddiest beer,
Get us.
probably. And it's like, here's the good stuff.
Oh, I was gonna say Michelob Ultra.
Oh,
That is
yeah,
the
that's a
dad
dad
beer.
That is a dad beer.
Leah just looks at it.
You could be a real dick and give her an O'Doul's, like a non-alcoholic.
Oh my God.
No, I mean, if you read Max, he thinks this is the good stuff.
Oh no.
Please, please. He didn't let me have the knife. This is my compensation for that. Don't make me do it. I could read your mind right now and just figure out where it is, but I'm not going to because we're friends.
Slams the rest of the drink. What do you give me?
What do you want?
What do you give me?
That's not how this works. I'm not just gonna guess.
No, that's exactly how it works. You're supposed to give us.
You
He,
shut up,
looks-
Sandy. You're not a
he
part of
looks
this.
ecstatic right now.
Let me practice, okay?
Okay.
What do you give me?
I'll make out with you again.
Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean again?
Pours more drink.
That, and also, I think you would need to pay for that privilege, so
There are so many people involved in this negotiation that were not a part of it.
there's nothing else for us to do in this bar except pay attention to this conversation.
All right. All right, Jay. Okay. Here's what I'll offer. Here's what I'm willing to offer you. Next time we go out, no grifts, no side hustles. We'll go wherever you want.
Do you promise?
That swing dancing place you wanted to go to, done.
Do you promise?
I promise.
It's in the chest under the bar.
Sweet.
So how are you going to open the chest, Leah?
With my moth person fingers. How else?
I see. I pull out a skeleton key from my breast pocket because
bastard.
I have the artifact, which allows me to have one item, and the item I chose is a skeleton key that can open any magical rock. He like just holds up this skeleton key and just like twirls it around on his finger.
Seems like overkill, but okay, let me see. I try to open it. Is it locked? Is
No,
the secret
Gus, is it
contained?
locked?
it's not locked. But it
Watch.
clicks anyway.
Open.
If Sid lets me have a little bit of fun of what's inside of there.
Please.
There are a couple of bottles of wine that are stored on their side. There's like a black bottle in there that has like a bit of mud on it, and when you rub away at it, it reads what was it? Barbados Private Estate.
Okay.
It's a type of rum, and
Yeah.
I think it was bottled in like the 1700s.
Yeah.
1780.
Yeah.
Is there anything in here that wouldn't be a felony to steal?
I mean, it's a gift. Anything on the shelf is you can take. There might be consequences for the chest.
Okay. Leah's taking it. The bottle of rum. And then she is slipping a note in its place.
The rest of you may not see the note, but we as the audience see the note. What does the note say, Leah?
It just says trade you.
I owe you.
And then a crude drawing of a dagger.
I could put down a mortgage with that rum.
It could be a penis, but you're not sure. It kind of looks like a dagger.
Yeah, a bottle of like that's like Harewood House. Like, we're talking $15,000 to $20,000 a bottle. Because
They're very
turns
limited,
out
too.
they don't make him like that anymore.
Or at
You know?
all.
You know?
Well, how much is the dagger going to be worth to Gus? We'll find out.
Sandy watches that and
You're drinking. Expensive shit.
I'm not drinking it.
Oh no.
I'm just taking it.
Oh, okay.
Sticks it in her bag and says, "All right, I got some boys to babysit. Y'all good here?"
Yeah, we're good here. Keep an eye on them.
Jay, you coming? You staying?
I did tell them I would come back.
It's your call.
I mean, I guess it's either sit there or sit here. Since I assume they all went to sleep.
I mean, you could always wake them up.
No. I'll go with you just to make sure everybody's okay.
Cool.
Well, I could walk you back, Juno.
Okay.
No, in case Leo wants to hurry on ahead to keep an eye on the boys.
Yeah, if you're gonna walk her back, do you want to just like give me a 5-minute head start so I don't have to watch the love fest on the way back?
You've had a lot to drink.
I feel like I navigate this city better when I'm drunk,
You feel
I
like
know,
you
I-
do a lot of things better when you're drunk.
and most of them are true.
No. But you're an adult.
Y'all can walk a respectful 100 feet behind me.
My God, it's only 100 feet. He must really like me.
Don't push it. And Leah leaves.
We'll
with a
figure out the dagger
$20,000
business
bottle
anyway.
of rum in her bag.
Yeah, so we'll figure that out in the morning. So how did your evening go then? If you don't mind me asking.
It was pretty stressful. Actually.
Well, doing security for a boy band is stressful. I mean, with the screaming fans trying to bust down doors to touch their hair or whatever they want.
Aries turned into a rabbit in the middle of the bar.
Turned into a rabbit in the middle of a bar. Ah, yes, I see that. That would cause some stressful moments, especially since that is a human bar, last I recalled. Yeah. So he like then leans on his hands like this. It's a dish. What's happened?
I feel like you're digging for something in particular. Leah does this a lot.
Well, I will just come right out and ask you, did you enjoy your time with the boys? Did you have a fun social?
Yes and no.
No.
Social situations stress me out, and Leah stresses me out.
I see, and I guessing these social situations gain to a point of where became too stressful?
No, but I think that was the alcohol.
Well, what matters is this. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I think so.
Good, good. You know, I was being honest with you when I said that regardless of what ever happened there, my intentions for you are still very true.
I know it's obvious, but I haven't done this in a long time.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I was going to let you say it first.
And the last person I dated was human. The conventions are different. Simpler.
It is quite simple for them, I suppose. But, just know this, he kind of pauses for a second, like he's trying to think of something, like he's even trying to like think of a lie or some kind of charming thing. But then he just like shrugs. I like you, Juno. And well, it may not seem like it at times, but this emotion is new for me. I've never liked anyone before. Anytime I ever liked someone, it was always for business reasons. This is the first time I genuinely have affection for someone, and the concept of making money out of it isn't a turnaround.
I mean, you like Gus.
There's a lot more to our friendship.
As soon as Sandy says that, Gus walks in. There's a towel around his waist and just looks at them. runs behind the bar, grabs a bottle of wine. Sorry.
A lot to our relationship.
We should probably go.
Yes, we should go.
All right, you kids, have fun.
Bye, Max.
So long, Max.
Bye, kids.
Bye, Pam.
Goodbye, Pamela.
I forgot Pam was here.
Pam was just like sitting, like after conversations got really serious, Pam just like went off to like the sequestered booth with like some fries, just eating them. Just not really sure what to do here.
I love Pam.
I love her so much. And yeah, I walk with Juno back to the hotel. I give her a nice company. Making sure that I am exactly 98 feet behind Leah.
It's acceptable, Leah.
I mean, that's fine with me. It just means I'm going to be able to read his mind. So 100 feet with minimum safe distance. Now Leah knows everything he was thinking during their conversation.
Oh, goodness.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
We have continued to include, because we can't get away from it entirely, monologues in this game.
Oh, that's how we're going to flavor monologues now, is Leah overhears what you're thinking.
That's actually great.
That's really good.
I love it. I mean, I no longer have a monologue token. I did make someone. I believe I made Leah monologue last time. But
I will spend a token to make it monologue.
Who's monologuing?
That would be you, Sen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can I also play a monologue token to make Juno monologue?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll start with Sandy.
Okay.
We'll move to Juno.
Well, I did it. You did it, old boy. You did it. You were able to open yourself up and let someone in. All those times mother said that the only love you will get will be from her was a lie. You're able to show affection to someone. Yes, you can do it. Oh boy, don't screw this one up, Sendophon, old boy. Do not screw this one up. Never really noticed this, but the moon really does reflect her hair nicely. Should I? No. I wouldn't. I could try. And he brushes his hand against hers. And that's the end of my monologue.
Thank you, Sandy. You can mark that you have monologued this mystery.
My turn.
Juno.
Don't panic. Don't panic. It's really easy. You've gotten very good at this. Don't panic. Just... It's fine. You know how to do this. You've done this before. Maybe it won't even be as complicated. This... Oh my god, has he been talking this whole time? Well, non-smile. And Juno will, yeah, Juno will grab his hand.
In
a moment of, this will get me out of this situation. This is what I'm supposed to do here. This will work. Yeah.
When she holds his hand, you know that gif of the cat that got the flower put on top of their head and that face they made? That is the face Sandy is now making. He's just looking straight ahead, like, And in his mind, he's like, oh shit, that worked. Oh shit. What do I do next? I guess I'll just keep my hand here. Right, that's oh yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. And he just holds her hand.
Leah, you catch all of this.
Yeah, I think at some point, probably like near the end of the walk, in Sandy's head, he just hears Leah's voice. It's like, can you please keep it down?
There. And you hear he's trying to think back thoughts to her, but it's like all she's hearing is like, so you can read my thoughts, Leah. But I hope you're ready for this. And it is just a series of cat meows over and over and over again.
Tunes out of that station.
Meow 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 meow.
Exactly.
Leah is being regaled internally by the Meow Mix theme, while the three of you make it to downtown to fancy fucking hotel. What did we call it? The Majestic. There we go. It's late or early at this point. You can hear it outside my door. The Meow Mix going meow meow meow. Yeah, it's late. Do you head back up toward the suite of rooms? Are you getting rooms of your own? What's the plan?
I'm gonna let them answer first.
I am certain Juno has her own room situation lined up.
Yeah, she probably would have thought of that.
Yeah. Well, but just here we are. Here's the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll take my leave.
Night, Sandy.
Good night, Leah. Good night, Juno. And he transforms into a cat, and he jumps from sidewalk to like a wall and walks along the wall.
You doing okay, sport?
Yeah.
It sounded like you were gonna blow a gasket for a little bit there.
What do you mean?
Like your mind started doing the like sound when you get two microphones too close together and just kind of like yee.
Were you just hanging out in my brain?
It was kind of hard not to hear. You were very loud.
I'm pretty sure you have control over that kind of thing.
You don't know how it works.
Aren't you supposed to be like the queen of time and space or something?
Yeah, exactly.
I wish you wouldn't do that without people's permission.
Well, I said stay 100 feet away, didn't I?
What, is it exact?
Yep, pretty much.
Well, you should specify.
I did, and Sandy did it on purpose.
No, he didn't.
Well, you can ask him about it. And ask him about his, like, mom issues, too, while you have a second, because that's weird.
I don't think it's really my business.
That's fair.
Why is it weird? People have trouble with their parents.
There was a whole, like, mommy never loved me sort of vibe that I got, so... Or mommy's the only one that loved me, which honestly, that kind of freaks me out more.
Well, I don't really think that's any of your business.
It's not. I just make it my business.
That's where most of your problems come from. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Look, if Sandy
Well-
wants to talk to me about that, he'll talk to me about that. That's not.
Okay. Listen, I'm not going to force any confrontations between the two of you. You're adults.
I mean, I know what mom issues are like.
Say what?
My house is haunted by one.
Oh, yeah. How's she doing with the whole Pam thing?
She's actually been pretty quiet lately.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of was expecting some poltergeist kind of stuff.
Well, we're kind of used to that, so. But also, I
Well,
don't think Pam has spent a lot of time at the house.
That's fair. Well, if you get attacked by any clown dolls, just let me know.
Why would you say that?
It's the movie. It's what happens.
Well, once, very briefly. It's not like the theme of the movie.
I know. It's just what stuck with me as a kid.
Yeah.
So, we gonna go check on the boys or just hit the hay?
No, you should check on them.
Alright. Let's go see what Jeff's up to.
Yeah, all the boys are asleep. Jeff is unconscious. Juan has a still bunny Aries. Like Juan's like this, and then like in the crook of the arm is Aries is a bunny.
Aww.
And I mean the other guys were asleep already, so. And as you look in on all of the boy band, like parents checking on young children in the middle of the night, is there anything else we would like to do before we end for the evening?
I do snap a couple photos for the gram, but
Terrible.
But before Sandy goes back, he does leave the jar of Little Nas X at Max's place, and it's like set as soon as Max gets there. It's set on top of the front step with a nice bow on it and a card that says, I know this is taking you back to those days you thought were gone, but I think it's time for Maximum Ride to make a comeback.
We can check in on Max's response to that next time. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap things up for the evening as everyone is bedding down for the night for what sounds like some very Fae-centric shenanigans coming up shortly. Yeah. Yay.
woo! This is a very long night, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all deserve this sleep.
Yeah, seriously. You guys are gonna get some rest. And we also shall very shortly. Thanks for hanging out with us in chat for our system switch, our earlier time, and for bearing with us with some tech difficulties a little bit earlier, but knock on wood, we made it. I've missed this, so let's do our end of session notes. I feel like most of us know all of these by heart at this point, but at the end of the session, the keeper shall ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. That's okay, though. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Well, so hear me out. Gus was dead.
He was
Gus
also
wasn't he
dying.
I was gonna bring that up too. That
And
we
now he's
kinda
alive.
did.
And he
He
Yeah.
was literally
gravely injured.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like he did come back to life after being gravely wounded by outside forces.
This is fair. I mean, I think we can count that one.
And technically, we did talk him through the process.
I say that's one for sure. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Max's name for when he was a street racer was called Maximum Ride.
You kind of made that up and threw it in at the very end. I don't.
Ghosts can recorporealize and get their bodies back. We don't know how, but we know it's possible. Potentially.
It's the first time going through. I'm feeling nostalgic. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Would we say that the connection between Zara and the king and the queen, would we say that would be a new world information?
No, because something that you all weren't remembering, but that was going to come up later. Zara is an unaffiliated Fae.
Yep.
She's not part of the court.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's not under the like direct influence of either the queen or the king.
I feel like this is a plus for our plan.
Yeah, I
Yes,
feel like there's
I
other
think
things
this is
we
a big
can,
win.
we can fuck with there.
Yeah.
An
I think that's a big win.
unaffiliated phase, like amassing power, and the queen doesn't know
We could
about it.
totally use that and besmirch her name with it.
Or make it look like
But yeah, I
she's
wouldn't count that as
assassinate
something new about the world necessarily. So, well, that's okay. We'll leave that. And then did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
We learned that Gus is lactose intolerant. Look, this is what happens when Wally plays Monster of the Week. They will grasp at straws for these
Listen,
advancements.
If RJ's in a game, just assume his character is lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
I
There we
think
go.
we all learned that Max will go behind our back and do shit without us.
Mhm.
I mean, I can give that to you. That's
Look,
fine. Okay.
Max is a
Technically
action
speaking,
scientist.
with squeezing some blood out of a stone, that is 3 yeses. So go ahead and mark 2, everybody.
Yay!
And I think the only big old failure we had was Gus. You got that snake eyes, so go ahead and make sure you're marking. Because again, one of my favorite parts of Monster of the Week, we fail forward. So if you fail, you mark some experience.
And are we going with the custom rule of 10 XP to advance still? So that's on the sheet,
Yes.
so I wanted to...
Yeah, we're gonna go through with 10 just because we may have some other opportunities to earn them. Also, let's get through our fun new thing of bonds. I think we're gonna go around. Everybody, please remind us again who you are, where we can find you on the internet. You're gonna give me a star, you're gonna give me a wish, and you're gonna tell me who you feel your character either learned a lot about, or maybe they learned a lot about you, and you're going to add an additional point to your bond with that character. We're gonna go ahead and start with Val.
Hello, everyone. Once again, Val, Kraken's Crown, Twitter, and Twitch. Join us on Saturday for our premiere of Ward 47. Looking forward to that a lot. Doing a lot of prep for that, unlike any game I've prepped for in recent years. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Come hang out with us at 5 o'clock Eastern Time on Saturday. Okay. Stars, Wish, Bond.
Yep.
Star will go to... I want to give this to... I think the star's going to go to Sandy for the repartee, the verbal jousting, the battle of wits, the absolute bullshittery that was going on between Sandy and Leah. It was fun. So I was enjoying that. That will be my star. My wish will be boy. I think we need once we get through some of this Fae stuff, some throwdowns with the angels would be fun.
Angel
you know,
throwdown.
Getting more involved in that bullshit, because it seems like a lot of people's stuff connects back there. So people have opinions on angels. So that'll be interesting to see. And I think my bond. I was torn between two. Since I gave my star to Sandy, I'll give my bond to Juno because, but I think both Sandy and Juno learned a lot about Leah today. But it kind of wrapping into the stuff that happened in like the last prior sessions too. I think Juno's learned even more about Leah.
All right, Juno, go ahead and mark a bond with Leah.
And that's me.
Thanks so much, Val. Val, my star for you this evening was having Leah turn from immediately making out with Juno to Juno was momentarily unavailable, so just immediately turning around to make out with someone else. That was peak Leah.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Val. Next to Savvy.
Hi, I'm Savvy. You can find me on, there's a kitten in here. You can find me on Twitters at Savvy Seaworth. My streaming schedule is pinned to my page there. I stream many days a week at this point. My star is going to go to, I'm having trouble deciding. And the music just changed. And it got very dramatic. It's like a trumpet in my ear. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, this is called a sensual bolero. And the music jumped when it should have been repeating. So, I mean, if we're down for sensual bolero, I'll leave it. So,
Hi, please stop eating my green screen.
yeah, okay, sensual bolero it is.
You can't chew on the green screen. My star is gonna go to Leah. I mean, just for general shenanigans, but also for going along with Juno when she does do something like sit at the bar and say, "What are you gonna give me for it?" Because I think that's fun, and she's trying really hard to get Juno out of her shell a little bit and to deal with some of her anxiety, and I appreciate seeing that happen. My wish is still that Juno gets to fight somebody.
Juno throwdown.
I just really want Juno just to absolutely throw down with somebody and like really just beat some ass. And then immediately be like, why are you all looking at me like that?
I mean, I feel like Zara's a prime opportunity for
yeah,
that.
I really want to beat her ass. Yeah.
And where who did Juno bond with?
I'm actually, I think, gonna give my bond to Gus. Because him and Juno, I feel like we're on the same planning wavelength. Especially with the whole conversation about murder. And so I think he was the most sort of locked into like what Juno's thought process was, and I think maybe he learned a little something about her, in that she might resort to killing somebody if she absolutely had to.
If there wasn't a plan A through F.
I love it. All right, so Gus, go ahead and mark a bond point with Juno. Anything else for you, Savvy?
No, don't give me that. No, I think that's it. Say goodnight, detective.
Good night, detective.
Oh, now you're not gonna scream.
Of course not. She's camera shy. It's okay. Thank you, Savvy. Alex. Okay, I have to change this music because it's getting kind of distracting.
It's going nuts.
It's going bananas. I'm sorry.
It's going all over.
Wait, go back.
Do you want to do your star for Savvy first?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, my star for Savvy this evening was exactly that. Juno sitting at the bar going, "What are you gonna get me for it? Just go with it. What are you gonna get me for it?" That was I when I tell you I giggled. It made my day. Thank you.
She's making an effort.
She's just 100% is. Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. OMG, it's some guy on the internets. I'm usually here. If it's a Tuesday, I'm either running a game or show running the other bi-weekly game. I'm also into games on Thursday and Sunday, and over on LB Hackermup's channel Sunday evenings. Let's see. I'll start. Yeah, star. I mean, I think my star is gonna go to RJ and Gus for just how much he kept running into shit. Like it's a very simple, basic joke, but still a very good one.
It was very enjoyable.
And then my wish. I mean, I think my wish is to see more of the new stuff that we have from changing the systems, because like I know that Max has some fun new gear, and seeing the other changes that people have, because there was the bit earlier tonight where it's like, hey Leah, do a reading. Wait, do you still have a move for this? And things like that. So getting to see what has ported over and what has changed.
I like it a lot.
And let's see, my bond. I'm not 100% sure on how this works. I guess you give a bond to another person and they mark it on their sheet.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so I think the bond for tonight is going to Gus, because Gus has learned that Max isn't necessarily 100%, ironclad reliable, like he's been for pretty much, the extent of their relationship.
This is very fair.
And then I will go ahead and do my dad joke now.
Yes, please.
Fitting, given the lactose intolerance bit earlier. Did you know diarrhea is hereditary? It runs in your genes.
Ew.
Yeah.
Alex, my star for you this evening was just allowing us to continue with the grilling inside bit. I'm continuing to enjoy it. We've gotten to it 3 times. Yes, thank you for going on that journey with us. Much obliged. Anything else for you, Alex?
Nope.
We love you, thank ya. RJ.
Hey everybody, once again, my name is RJ, and you can catch me at rjustice282 on Twitter and Twitch. If you want to see me in other places, follow my Twitter, because that's wherever I retweet whenever I go live at places. Stars Wish Bond, or is it Star Bond Wish?
Star Wish Bond.
Star Wish Bond. I'm gonna retroactively give my star to Max for doing the whole fusion dagger thing and allowing this new Gus baby to be born into the world. Also, they are going to have words later, which is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. Wish?
Oh man, I'm gonna hop on Alex's thought. I really want to see what everyone can do. Let's get that. Sid, hit me hard, because you gotta hit me.
I don't know if we have that kind of relationship, but okay. I mean,
it's consensual.
As long as you negotiate.
It's true.
True. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
I know.
saying.
I know the Chosen can take some hits, so I have much experience with that playbook.
Let's do it. Bonds. Fuck, I interacted with everyone today. I think I'm gonna give a bond to Juno for helping Gus out through his anxieties and talking him down from everything.
Love
the
it.
Thought in Gus's head, oh, this is what it's like. Oh shit.
What Juno didn't say out loud was, "This is the way it is in my body all the time."
All the time? How do you deal with this? Here's the joke, Cap. I don't.
RJ, my star for you this evening was we got to see like yet another side of Gus tonight. Like Gus, not that Gus has a temper, but yeah, like Gus is fairly happy-go-lucky unless he's murderous or unless you cross him. Now he's pissed. I enjoyed that. It shall be interesting to see what happens. Anything else for you, RJ?
Demons run when a good man goes to war. That's me.
On that note, last but not least, Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Wally. Okay, so Star Wish Bond.
Star Wish Bond.
My star, actually, I'm echoing Val. I love when Leah and Sandy have like their verbal duels. It's honestly one of my favorite things to roleplay is just them, how they will snap back and forth at each other, because deep down they are friends, but they will never ever show it to anyone in the room that they are friends. But like, it's kind of like rewinding back when they had that one-on-one chat. That was the only time they weren't like throwing those barbs against each other. So it kind of like shows like this, like there's a very distinct relationship they have of that they are friends, but they just refuse to show that friendship around anyone else. And and I really like that relationship that they have. So that's my star, is giving that to Leah. My wish, Max as the action scientist, I want him to make some crazy shit. I want him to think of the most wildest bullshit thing out of his ass, and guess what? Sid has to say it works, because that's how the action scientist works. That's the best part of it. He gets to make up whatever he wants about science, and you have to say yes. And I am
with stipulations.
But and I'm looking forward to it. I'm just looking forward to Max just flourishing with this play, because the action scientist is one of my favorite playbooks, and it fits him so well, and I cannot wait to see what he does with it. Bond, I gotta give it to Juno, because like he told Juno that he likes her. He did it. It was a big deal for him, because as a demon, it was kind of like the parallel of what Juno said, is that the last time she did this was with a human. But he said like, yeah, but the last time I did this was never. I'm not supposed to have emotions like this. And now here they are. So it's a very interesting thing to see how both of them are kind of like starting from square one with this. So definitely getting my Bond.
I love it. My star for you this evening, Wally, is what the fuck? You're walking on walls? What the shit? What is that shit?
Yeah,
when did that
he walked on
happen?
the top of the wall.
When the fuck did that happen?
He walked on the top of the wall. A wall has a top. I mean,
The way you described it made it
The
sound
way
like
you
you were
described it-
perpendicular
Oh,
to the
Yeah,
wall.
like you were literally like going Jamiroquai on this bullshit. I was just like,
No,
what?
like on like a retaining
Yeah.
wall.
yeah,
is what
retaining
I
I
wall.
imagined.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I still give you the star for making me think that he was walking sideways on a goddamn wall.
I wondered
which
why
was-
you made that face.
I was wondering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
you
like-
made such
I
a
mean,
confused face. Like,
I had the same thought as Sid, so
It's really funny because half of the screen was like, "What?" and I was like, "I don't understand. What did I say?" What happened?
I love it. Oh, anything else for you, Wally?
no, that's all I got. I already said everything I need to say at the beginning of the show for what I'm going to be doing.
Yay. Oh my god, we only went 5 minutes over tonight, y'all. It's like if we stop with enough time, we can get through shit. As always, thank you for participating in chat with us if you've been here. Thank you for watching on YouTube. If you're watching this whenever, we appreciate you. Check out our Discord, like and subscribe that YouTube. And yeah, check us out again. Same time. We're gonna do this earlier spot, because I'm old and we do have some East Coasters here. And we appreciate you. So yeah, until next time, which will be tomorrow at 9 o'clock for our game of Neon Gods. Until then, a good game and good night, Internet.